by definition is a information technology firm. Now, if you look at my background, you'll barely see any information technology experience.
I think we're all massive Star Wars fans. If you're a Star Trek fan, then I don't think you're really welcome here.
My BUI origin story, so it's like a Marvel story, this. So, hi, how's it? Hello. Dhiren Boodhia, Azure Expert MSP Lead. So it was to lead the actual program for us to achieve that certification through Microsoft. And then that evolved into the Cloud Center of Excellence Lead, given the work that I do and the interactions that I have throughout the business.
From my initial interviews with the people, I could hear that there was a lot of passion in what they did. And of course, BUI had a reputation for being one of the top Microsoft partners within South Africa. And I wanted to be a part of that team and experience the hype, you know.
So I'm a big suit and tie guy, you know, especially from my background. I came in for an interview and I met Gail. She took a picture and that picture got circulated quite quickly. There was a guy in shorts for that matter.
We're all just a bunch of, normal guys that's, just adopting and just embracing remote working, which is fantastic.
I think that's important for me, being a single dad. Accessibility is different for everyone.
Nothing was lost, we didn't lose a beat in terms of our day-to-day tasks. Teams made it all possible, right? I miss my daily commutes. That's pretty much it.
I'm able to be at home with my daughter and still do work at the same time.
Okay. Yes, so hi, I'm Emanuela. And I'm a cybersecurity analyst at BUI. I was basically recruited from where I was training at IACD. They really wanted to know what kind of person I was, and not just what I could do or what I could bring to BUI. They wanted to know my personality. They wanted to know what pets I have, They actually wanted to know who I was from the start. I haven't been to the office in I think about 4 months. I really had problems working at home, got a bit depressed and had a couple of breakdowns. But what kept me together was the fact that, through teams, there was a culture of communication, a culture of speaking up when you're going through a hard time, and we got time to have sessions with our employers and our bosses, to tell them what was happening, from home. There's a lot of mentorship. They fill you in, and they guide you and they're very patient.
What you need or want access to at BUI, you're given it. I mean, you motivate for it, you speak to your managers, your execs, and it's an open conversation.
I could speak to management the way I do, and they respond in kind as well.
I was the only woman there at the SOC. And for me, that was very intimidating. I was obviously surrounded by men, and I had the worst of feelings of it.
Okay, 2 seconds.
When I arrived there, they made me feel so comfortable and they put me in the driving seat for quite a couple of projects, and I felt like, no, I'm really included and I'm wanted here. We have people from Nigeria, have people from Kenya, Zambia, we have people from Ghana, we have people from all over.
My name is Esther Mugi. I'm the sales consultant at BUI, the East African region. So it's my job to keep you updated on what you can take advantage of with your already acquired services, while also keeping sure that your security needs are being taken care of, and I'm updating you on the market trends.
Gilbert here. After joining BUI, my role was changed to Customer Success Manager.
I'm Lizette van Wyk, currently VP of BUI North America since 2021. Ons het baie vinnig die een dude gekry in Orange County wat boerewors en biltong maak en droewors. The schooling system is very different. The universities are very different. So finding out, even trying to understand people's degrees or their skills is in itself a challenge. In the United States, there's a lot of discrimination happening in boardrooms. It is something that I honestly had to get my head around to notice and to understand, because it's not something I've ever been exposed to.
We have that Teams platform that we can use.
Provides and encourages the mentoring of team units, and thus creates an environment where unity through diversity almost. It encourages collaboration, idea sharing.
Okay, so one of the challenges working with the global community is that the change on how we relate, because some words that we were using, I find it may feel it's offensive to like when communicating to a different person from a different country or a different region. Accessibility means at any given time, wherever the person is working from, using any device.
Also, the nervousness that I had previously, it got diminished and locked down from the first month of joining BUI. So from understanding your job description to getting also your performance review, to also understanding how it's a global company, how other teams are performing. BUI, now you get different incentives, even for the small achievements that you have, for closing those small sales, there are incentives. So imagine you get that value, that incentive for Esther. It feels like a reward process already, and I love it.
We don't exclude people based on race, based on sex, based on preferred rapid team. For us, it's all about having the right talent working for BUI.
A couple of months ago, I didn't know what Azure meant. Now I'm actually working so close with some fundamental people within BUI delivering Azure projects.
In a year of being at BUI, I progressed from being an office administrator to an MSP administrator, and from there, 2 years later, I am here.
The technical ability and academics is less important. We've seen people from different segments of our nation, becoming from school straight into BUI, and those people today are some of our top leading architects.
BUI MSP manager. I am now in charge of the entire department. I run manage a team of about plus minus 17 technicians that fall under me, and that's it.
Friday sessions, was introduced at the beginning of COVID as a mechanism to see if everybody's okay, but it soon became one of those sessions everybody's looking out for.
And it was on a Friday.
That's the sessions where you talk about anything and everything.
It's introverted people wouldn't really speak up.
I remember BUI's going above and beyond and getting us a medical practitioner who came in and answered some of the questions and also cleared out some of the concerns we had about the vaccines.
And it's that openness, I suppose. So that is definitely a big change from what I'm used to.
BUI North America will be very inclusive, will recognize differences.
I said I've been at firms where it's upset me so much where you don't feel comfortable.
I think people have gotten behind their shyness.
People that don't usually talk start to talk.
My favorite Teams feature?
The blurry background. When sharing a video, I feel it blocks out all the chaos at the back.
The background image.
as well as the mute button, because that's something that's used a lot, especially while working from home with kids.
Like laughing, putting your hand up, you can draw diagrams. If people don't understand certain things, you can explain it to them.
Different channels for different customers.
You can join multiple meetings. Maybe if your meetings clash, you can actually put one on hold and then jump into the other one.
I like fashion history because you are able to tell the changes, and you can either use those as the final changes or you can discard them.
You know, sending hearts, clapping for people when you appreciate something that they have done, you know, so that's my favorite feature.
Being able to switch off my video when I'm in my pajamas or laying in my bed and taking meetings.
Extend beyond our measures.
The freedom to say you're available, you're not. You don't want to be disturbed.
The possibilities are endless using Microsoft Teams.
What excites me is the challenge.
If you have the capacity in the world to actually get involved, you will have a job at BUI.
Did my AZ900 as well as my DP900, and I'm currently studying towards completing my SC900.
We've seen strong growth in the business, strong growth in skills, but most importantly, massive growth in people.
Like I said, you know, ask me about my role. It came from the role A and it moved into role Z.
And that makes us one of the most successful Microsoft partners in the world ever.
It's something that BUI has made known that family comes first.
That was the perfect fit.
I think we're something a little bit closer to work colleagues, right?
The opportunity is there, the environment is there, the culture is there, and if you want to take it, you can go places.
My name is Manuela Teku.
My name is Dhiren Boodhia.
My name is Johnson Sheng, and I'm included.
And all my energies are definitely welcome here.
This chakalaka, man.
You know that you're in good hands.
I need to feel confident. I need to come as Siobhan.
No, don't change your job because you want to do something else. Do something else. And we encourage people to follow their passion. You may start as an intern, but you end as an architect.